Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Miss Vanjie. I'm YouTube Vanjie. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. The album, Dad AF. Only on iTunes, the ShowTunes edition. 525,600 minutes. It's been a while since I made a Tana video. So let's get right into this video today. Grab my coffee, have a little sip of coffee. From Starbucks, not sponsored. But you know who did sponsor me? WD-40 Specialist Water Resistant Silicone Lubricant for all of your lubricated needs. Get it at your closest CVS. No, I'm not sponsored, but I wish I was, and it kind of cracks me up because whenever I watch these YouTubers, like this cracks my shit up, right? Now, I've done some sponsored videos, and I do them every single day. Don't think I wouldn't, okay? I've been getting paid in the Escalade every single day. But I wouldn't do them unless they were something that like I would truly use or really believed in it. So when these YouTubers get on here and they're like, this is the most fantastic, they've never used it, okay? They just got some check for $5,000 because it's all about the money, it's all about the game. That's all these YouTubers care about. I'm so tired of it, okay? I was talking about this on my vlog the other night. It's like, don't nobody make videos anymore just to make videos and have fun on YouTube. I mean, I'm not, listen, the money's good, okay, it is, it's nice, and all that kind of stuff, but what is going on with people not wanting to be on YouTube and make, did you not realize where you got to where you got? How you got all these fans? How you go on these meet and greet tours for 15 minutes and get paid $200 a person? You got that from your YouTube, of your passion of wanting to make videos, unless it was all about the dollar to begin with, which makes me very sad. So I don't understand that. I upload, listen, and one of the things I literally cannot stand is when people will sit there and they don't post a video for 2 or 3 weeks and they're like, I'm so busy with my, listen, okay? I own several businesses. I am writing 2 books currently. I am married. I got 3 dogs. I am involved in a 12-step program, and I post 4 videos on 4 different channels a day. Sing to somebody else. You are preaching to the choir on that one, okay? I don't want to hear about how busy you are uploading a 6-minute video. I just don't even want to hear about it, okay? Especially from half these YouTubers that want to talk about how, you know, oh, well, but you don't edit. Well, they don't edit either, and we're going to talk about Tana Mongeau today. She doesn't edit. She goes in there and clips out the part she doesn't want nobody to hear, but she doesn't edit her videos. They're half of them, she's sitting in front of her bed talking, and I don't hate her for it, okay? But don't complain when you're, she hasn't uploaded a video in 2 weeks, and the video before that was 2 weeks before that. So what does she do? Let's get right into this, okay? Now, before we get into this, people always want to say, oh, you can't stand Tana Mongeau. I don't have a problem with Tana Mongeau. I'd love to meet Tana Mongeau. I'd sit her down and I'd say, girl, what's your secret? How'd you get so famous? Because I don't get it. I really don't, okay? I mean, like, I think what's relatable to her for a lot of these young ladies that's in high school, and, you know, a lot of young men too, is that they're like, she's their party friend that everybody has. We all have that one friend, right? Well, imagine then on top of that, getting millions and millions of subscribers and just being out all the time, going to music festivals and having all that kind of fun and all that kind of stuff, and then just showing your life. Like, that's who she is for all these people, so she's real relatable. But now let's not forget, Tana made a video. Do y'all remember this video a while ago? No, not her VidCon complaining video. Her video a long time ago. People ask me all the time, they're like, what do you think about that VidCon video? You know, I feel real conflicted about the VidCon video. It was long as hell, first of all, but I don't hate a long video. I post an hour every day on my vlog channel, so I don't hate a long video, and I watched the whole thing. And, you know, I don't know. I felt like, first of all, I did think it was stupid of VidCon not to just give her a pass so that they wouldn't have to deal with all of this madness that surrounded it. But this arrogance of some of these YouTubers and stuff of like, gimme, and I'm there and whatever, and she did her best not to come across that way, and I don't think she came across arrogant at all in the video, but it was kind of like if for me, if I went to something and they said, no, you can't come because you're going to cause too much of a problem and we're not going to give you a pass and you need to fill it out next time. Now, y'all know she can't show up to nothing on time, okay? James Charles called it out on Twitter, and Jeffree Star, he had to wait like 24 hours to do his collab video. In the real, this is what kills me about that, okay? Is in the real world, world, if you had, like, let's say, an interview that you were doing with somebody or a business opportunity where two people were meeting together and you didn't show up for 24 hours, you'd lost that opportunity, okay? Because when opportunity meets desire and one of them don't show up, nothing happens. People let her get away with all kinds of shit. Why? Why? Because they think that she's going to help their channel grow? Well, one of these days, Tana ain't going to be as hot as she is today. Just wait, okay? I'm telling you, because these YouTubers, when they keep to the same shtick, their fans, like, age out of them. 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds, and I know some people love Tana that are that age, okay? You might want to check yourself. But, I mean, no 35-year-old that's raising 3 kids is watching Tana talk about how high she is on a daily basis, sitting around with her good Judies, wanting to eat a bunch of Taco Bell. It's just not that funny anymore. It just isn't, okay? So she caters to a younger audience, which is important, because we're going to talk about this in a second. So I didn't really care about that VidCon thing. It's just like, you know, who'd care? I mean, I'd show up to VidCon, everybody would be like, who's that old man? I'd be like, exactly. Okay, that's why I had to pay to get into this thing. So, pay to get into it, which I think she did, and then she showed up, and all her friends were famous except for her. Who'd care? Anyway, I don't know. Go back to VidCon, try it again, you know? It's like, listen, I went up into Taco Bell last night because my husband wanted some food on the way home, and I brought him food, and he wanted a Mexican pizza meal, right? Well, we got a Mexican pizza meal with 2 extra tacos. So I get home, and he's got 4 tacos in there, no Mexican pizza. So I am scripted in my head on the whole way back over to Taco Bell. I'm gonna let these people have it, right? I'm never going to Taco Bell again. Well, we know that's a lie straight from the pit of hell, okay? I can't get enough of that 7-layer burrito. So anyway, I go up into Taco Bell, and the drive-thru line is so long that I'm like, just walk inside. So by the time I walk inside, this really nice guy meets me. He's like, yeah, can I help you? Now, I could have been a total asshole and been like, fuck you and fuck your Taco Bell and fuck your pinto beans. I ain't never coming back to this place again, but I didn't. I was like, yeah, I got home and I didn't get my Mexican pizza. And he goes, oh my God, I feel so bad. We just threw it out. It was in another bag. And I go, oh, no problem, whatever. And I didn't even ask him, and he took it off my credit card and everything. He was real nice about it. Why does life have to be that difficult that you have to make a 30-minute video about how VidCon done fucked you? Go back. See if you can have a different experience. Work with somebody. Try to make it a different experience in the future instead of just bitching and complaining. Bitching and complaining, bitching and complaining about all this kind of stuff. Y'all realize the life that you have? My God! There are people out there working 3 jobs just to pay their bills, and you're making millions of dollars sitting around doing nothing, okay? And complaining about it. Like, it cracks my shit up. It's just like, what world do you live in? You literally have been handed the most amazing life. You should be making videos on a daily basis talking about how grateful you are and how blessed you feel for what you have. And if you want to hear me talk about it, go on over to my Peterisms channel because I talk about that on a daily basis. So anyway, I was checking through Twitter last night. And like I said, I don't hate Tana, okay? I'd love to meet her. I'd love to sit down and be like, now you need to talk to me a little bit about, I'm confused about all this kind of stuff, okay? I'm confused about how you put this video out 6 months ago, y'all remember? And she said in there that she wants to start being a role model for her. When's that gonna start, honey? Like, I'm still waiting for the role model part. When's that gonna happen, okay? Now, when I commented on that video, everybody let me have it, and they said, you know, like, well, Tana's, 19 years old, and she shouldn't be expected of this, and why would you hold her to the same standard you hold? No, I think we hold a lot of 19-year-olds to that standard. I think we really do, okay? If you hire a 19-year-old to babysit your kids, do you hold them to the standard of Tana Mongeau, or do you expect that they're not going to get high with your kids and talk about smoking the ganj all day long with them and how much you party? Or do you expect them to be a role model to your children that they're babysitting, okay? And to some degree, Tana Mongeau, with the position that she has been handed, right? Okay? Everybody wants to come for this little Tay, right? Little Tay, whoever. I can't, that whole story is so crazy, I can't even get behind it. It's not about the fact, here's the deal. It's not about the fact that Tana Mongeau should be a role model. If she wants to get online and make a bunch of ratchet ass videos and all this kind of stuff, girl, do your gig, okay? Make your money, do it the way you want to. But what about taking all of that power and that platform that you have and doing some really, amazing things with it? If you go through and you read her Twitter and her comments and things like that, people are already coming there and they are saying, Tana, you saved my life. Tana this, Tana that. People love her, right? Imagine if she did videos talking, genuine, honest videos. She don't want to make videos anyway. She's only posting every 2 to 3 weeks. What if she sat down and made a video? She talks about growing up and how hard it was for her. And she did a real video about what girls were like to me in high school, or why I had such a hard time, or why I chose not to go to college because I was making so much damn money on the YouTube, but it probably won't happen for you. So get a plan for your future. What if she did some inspiring videos just once a month? Just once a month. Because when she talked about that VidCon thing, Shane Dawson, Colleen Ballinger, everybody was like, yes, this is like, thank you, or Jenna Marbles, maybe it wasn't Colleen, I don't know. But somebody was like, thank you for making this video and showing what really goes on behind the scenes. So that says that when Tana tells the truth, people really want to listen. They don't want to just hear ratchet-ass story times about her. They want to hear about her life. Tana, people are interested in you. They love you. You have a lot of power to change people with what you have gone through cathartically in your life. But when you burn out in a frenzy of creativity by just getting high and partying all the time, that's what you're showing to the world that gets you through the tough times. And I think maybe at some point you're going to want to show something different. So last night on the Twitter, she gets on here and she says, hold on a second. I had it all fired up. Now I don't have it fired up at all. So anyway, she goes in here. I'm just going to go into my screenshots where I had it saved. She tweets this out. Now I have to tell you, when I read this, I thought seriously, I thought that she was going to get a much better response to this than she did, okay? So she tweets out, what if I made a premium snap with just like racier or more ratchet content and like super personal shit, not porn or nudes, just like stuff that I wouldn't put anywhere else. Basically, I'm demonetized and would love money for posting Snapchat chats, ha 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 ha. Well, girl, I mean, who wouldn't want to get paid for doing Snapchats? What? Girl, like this is so killing to me, right? That these YouTubers that are already making mass amount of money. Now, let me tell you, I went in on her Social Blade, and she says she's demonetized, but I watched a few of her videos, and there's ads on them, okay? So I went into her Social Blade that you can look and see roughly what somebody's making a month, and I have found that the end up scale of that is usually what they're making or more, okay? And it says on there that on her main channel, she is making $88,000 a month. And on her vlog channel, she's making $14,000 a month, and that's with hardly posting anything. And her channel is growing leaps and bounds every day. I think she's gained something like 100,000 new subs in the last month or something like that. That's $102,000 a month. That's like $1.2 million a year. I ain't got my glasses on, I can't do math. So, I mean, but you're making $1 million a year off 2 channels, plus sponsored videos, because she did that whole sponsorship for that EDU, have your essay written for you for college. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You didn't even go to college, girl. You didn't even go to college, okay? And now you're telling people how to cheat in college? Like, but you want to be a better role model. So anyway, she, you know, is getting paid all this money. She gets all this kind of stuff. It's like, how much is enough for you people, right? Like, it just kills me. Like, you don't really have the passion to do this stuff anymore, but you still want to get paid for it. For what, you know? So anyway, when there are millions of YouTubers out there that are busting their ass on the daily that aren't making anywhere near the kind of money you're making or making any money at all, there are a lot of smaller YouTubers out there that aren't making anything and aren't complaining about it because they love just to post videos and have somebody watch it. So I went in here and I went to see what some of the comments were that people had said about this, right? Which the first comment underneath here was kind of funny. And somebody said, whoa, calm down, Trish Paytas. And she said basically she wants to be her. She goes, oh, I know, I want to be her so bad, I'll stop. And so anyway, this is what people said about her starting a racier, more ratchet Snapchat. Now, have you ever looked at her ratchet Snapchat? I mean, okay, you're not going to post nudes or porn, but you are going to do, it's pretty racy already for her audience of 12 to 18-year-olds. I'm like, what are you going to post on there, and who has the money to pay for that is what I'm immediately thinking. Because if my 12-year-old came to me and said, Dad, I don't have one, thank God, but if I did and said, Dad, can I pay $4.99 a month to watch Tana Mongeau get real ratchet up in the Snapchat? I'd say, hell no, you won't, okay? You need to go upstairs and you need to be reading, you know, I don't know, Black Beauty or something, okay? You need to go up there and be reading those Misty of Chautauqua Valley horse video. You need to go up there and be reading those horse books, okay? And stay innocent at 12 years old. We don't need to be aging up 12-year-olds to 35, okay? Unless you're going to end up like Tana Mongeau. There was not enough Tana Mongeaus out there, and you saw what happened to that little Tay-Tay, okay? She got busted. People are whispering in her ear, and her gig is done. So anyway, what do I want to say? So anyway, I'm lost in my mind. Anyway, she goes in here, and these are some of the comments, and they just cracked me up, because I really thought people would be like, Tana, like, seriously, what is going to be racier? That's what I thought people were going to say, right? Or they're all going to be like, yes, 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 yes. I didn't think there was going to be no video out of this. I thought people were going to be real excited about it. So basically, this is what somebody says. So basically, something else I can't afford. And then somebody else says, so basically your Snapchat and Twitter, except now we got to pay for it. And then somebody says, maybe if you were posting all those story times you say you'll post and never do, you would be making some more coin. I was like, this is kind of interesting that her fans are kind of coming for her. And then somebody says, I literally got declined when I wanted to buy a Snickers today, so I'd say no because I'm broke as fuck. I like that one. She said, somebody else says, the thing with premium Snapchat is you actually have to post content. You can't just say you will, then not, when young kids are paying out of pocket, usually not even their own, just to see you more because you suck ass at posting. If you love your fans so much, stop gouging them. Which is so interesting because that comment was very, very common on here. Like, you don't really care about your fans, even though you say you love us so much. You really just want our money, is what a lot of these comments were like. You make enough money from your fans and you want them to pay for your stuff. You don't even post on YouTube on time. Sis, think about this. Wait, I just realized I'm broke. Can you make it like $10? Does that mean racier, not YouTube appropriate story times, ones that would be demonetized, would go on there instead of YouTube? So now what she's basically saying is, or they're wondering is, so your story times that we would have to pay for because YouTube will demonetize them, so you are in it just for the money. Well, Tana, why don't you pull down on what you're saying and doing in a lot of your videos? A lot of my videos get demonetized too. I still make them, okay? Every time I put rant in a video, it typically gets demonetized, and I love doing my rant videos. Sis, do you need your light bill paid? Do they cut off your water? Are you okay? Tana, your fan base is 15-year-old girls, ... I love you, but I'm not paying for snaps. You already posted a 420 video and go to almost every event almost completely naked. Demonetization is almost inevitable at this point. And that's so true. Like, if you're gonna be bitching about it, change up your gig a little bit, or at least tone it down so that you can get monetized, because this is your job, right? Like, this is how you get paid. I was hoping it would be porn or nudes. Now I'm not interested, so this one guy. Oh, it's Slav. I wonder if that's Ginger Forever 17's husband. Okay. Judging by almost all the responses on this, I'm going to guess it wouldn't go over well. Plus, there's the fact that it pretty much definitely will all get leaked anyway, so there's really no point. Then this other one said, I'm broke, and this other one said, I can barely afford something that costs a quarter. Tana, some of us are broke sisters. And so, you know, it's like, come on, Tana, like, why are you doing this all about the money? And so I started thinking about this with this whole thing about her wanting to be a role model to the world, which I do really believe that she wants to be. I really do feel she feels empowered when people comment, hey, you've changed my life, you've inspired me, you've motivated me. Like, that is pure gold when somebody tells you that. It really, truly is, that you've impacted even one person's life. And I actually think that Tana is really, really good about responding to her fans on Twitter and like retweeting people, and she's really good at that. Like, a lot of YouTubers, they could give a shit. She's really good at that stuff, you know? And I think that she really does show some effort in wanting to do this stuff. But a lot of it is for the almighty buck. And at that point, maybe you ought to think about, what's a way that I could make money and still be really, you know, motivating to other people? Now, I have come down hard on people before that have, like Joey Graceffa, My Pixelated Life, that wrote a, you know, memoir at 22 or whatever. But I think that if Tana, and I don't mean Tana and a ghostwriter like Joey Graceffa, this killed me, okay? Did y'all watch his big announcement video? You guys, you know I'm on BookTube, right? Go over on BookTube and hear what they think about Joey Graceffa as an author of the world with a ghostwriter, okay? That's like a fashion designer having somebody else design the clothes and then just standing out there taking credit for it. What? And then he said in his video, this killed me, okay? And I like Joey Graceffa. I love he and his boyfriend Daniel Prada, but I'm like, okay, so he wants people to pre-order his book and he hasn't even finished writing it yet. Can you imagine? Can you imagine going to buy the next Dan Brown video or book and Dan Brown going to Barnes & Noble and they'll be like, well, he hasn't finished it yet. We don't even know when it's coming out. And they'll be like, oh, well, I'll pre-order it anyway because I know it'll be so good. What? What kind of author of the world are you? There are real authors and real artists out there fighting every day to get their shit noticed. And because of your following on YouTube, you think that you are so fine of a writer that people should pre-order an unfinished novel? What? And what kills me is people will. It'll be on the New York Times bestseller list before it's even finished. That, like, it just baffles my mind, okay? This whole world that we have created with just this fake power is just, it's so surreal to me, okay? So Tana, even though I've come down hard on all that, she has all of these people that are in high school. Can you imagine if Tana wrote a book and called it something like I Got Out Alive about high school, and like what empowered her to get on video and start making videos? And she told, like, very much like Lily Singh did Superwoman on her book. And, you know, I was real impressed with that book. A lot of YouTubers have written books. Sit down. Elijah Daniel writes all the time. He's one of your best friends. Have him help you write in your own voice, not with a ghostwriter, your story, and tell how you got where you're at today, and empower other young women out there and motivate them, and young men, and say, you can too. And maybe you won't be on YouTube making $1 million+ a year, because she probably makes 10 times that amount of money. But maybe you can get out and you can chase your dreams and do what you want to do. That would be so powerful. That book would be #1 on the New York Times bestseller list, because she has so many people buying her shit that you don't have to resort to doing racier Snapchats, okay? To me, that kind of feels like a sellout a little bit. You got all this power and all of this, you know, people looking at you for the next thing that you're gonna do, and it's like, what outfit am I gonna wear to Coachella? Which, don't get me wrong, I love a good music festival, y'all know, okay? And I would love to go to Coachella, and I would post my picture on Instagram too. But ask yourself, Tana, what could you do with all of this stuff? 5 years from now, you might not have the same power that you have. Looking back on your life at 30 years old, what do you wish you would have done to impact the world? Take that power and do something really phenomenal with it. You know, we are at the time where Shane Dawson and Graveyard Girl are changing lives with looking at who are we really inside, and how can our message impact and profoundly affect other people. Tana has her finger on the pulse of the teen generation right now, and she has the ability to really impact a lot of lives in a positive way. And I believe that she will, and I believe that she can. And I just want to see what she does with it going forward. So anyway, always follow Tana's Twitter. It's Never a Dull Moment. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.